is up, everybody? Welcome back to the reaction channel. And yes, the title is true. More Joe Frost coming to you. No, but seriously, more Supernanny. And I know you're excited about that, or you should be. Because I am. Because we watched it on stream, and this time, it almost wasn't the dad's fault as much as the mom's. And as shocking as that may sound, it is true. This is the Miller family. Okay, the Millers. This is the family that the movie We're the Millers was written about. That's incorrect. I'm just making things up. But you never know. But yeah, this one, another doozy. They have 6 kids. Okay? I can't even imagine having 6 dogs. 6 kids. God bless. So you can only imagine what happens here. I will say Joe looks fantastic in this episode. Just going to slide that in there, you know. Just got to say that real quick. That's my fiance, so got to show love. As always, you know the deal. Please thumbs up the video if you are enjoying the content. Takes 3 seconds. Then let's go 10 seconds to 15 seconds, depending on how quick your fingers are. Leave a little comment at any point on the video, whatever tickles your fancy. I've been saying that a lot. Do people still say that phrase? I feel like that's from the 50s or something. And then the last thing that you can do, because we are now 300 subs away from 19,000, which is great. I'm very happy about that. Would be to subscribe. And why, you ask? Well, because I just got done walking my dog, and there was a raccoon in a tree, and my dog and the raccoon almost got into a fight. And I had to pick my dog up and carry him on my shoulder because he was going absolutely insane. So I feel like that is enough stress for me today to earn a subscription and maybe a like. Because I'll tell you what, I've always heard that if you see a raccoon during the day, to stay away, because that means they might have some rabies. And at night, if you see a raccoon, they're just chilling. They just want trash. That's why they're called trash pandas. Just give them a French fry and they'll leave you alone. I could talk about animals all day. I learned a lot of things about armadillos recently. That they're, you know, and possums. I didn't realize how many people have possums as pets. See, this is my ADD. Let me get out of this. Okay. I stream every day on Twitch. I watch Supernanny every Tuesday. So come on by. Twitch.tv/NotRyanAbe. You know the drill at this point. If you're new to the channel, come on by to Twitch. Download the app or head to the desktop. Just go to Twitch. If the link is too annoying in the description, just type in Not Ryan Abe on the search and you'll find me there. Shoot me a follow. Okay, enjoy the episode, everybody. Hope you're doing well as always. I'm always thinking about you. Not like that, but, you know, I just hope you're doing well. Anybody who is a supporter of mine, just know that I'm in your corner. Not in a creepy way. It's not like I'm watching you, okay? But I'm just there in moral support. Enjoy the Millers. All right, this episode title is Can Supernanny Restore Harmony to This Crazy Family? There she is. Hey, Sleepy.
So I'm here in Phoenix, Arizona, ready to help a
Hey, we knew it was Phoenix. Come on now.
family, a very large family, who need my help. Let's take a look.
Hi, we're the Millers from Phoenix, Arizona.
We're the Millers.
I'm Michelle,
And I'm David.
This is what the movie was named after.
and we have 6 kids. Their names are Kesley, she's 13, Kendall's 12,
6 kids
Marin's
is a lot.
10, Landon's 7, Ainsley's 5, and Avery is 3.
A lot of people.
6 kids.
Did you draw on the wall?
This family doesn't know what protection is. They got
I'm a
one boy,
telecommunications
Landon.
specialist. I work a lot of hours. Probably anywhere between 60 to 80 a week.
So it makes it really hard because I'm pretty much trying to run a household
We
like
watched
a single
one.
parent.
We watched this one 2 years ago, and I forgot everything about it.
Avery threw the ice cream in the cone in the pool.
Guarantee it's a big house. What's up, Jazzy? Hey, Maddie.
I
How
wanted
you doing?
6 kids, but I came from
Hello to
a
your
small
mom.
family, so I don't really have any idea what to do. I just feel overwhelmed most of the time.
Already looks like a mansion.
I don't think so.
Growing up, I didn't have a lot. Because of that, I've kind of overdone it.
My word. There's clothes everywhere.
I've wanted to give my kids everything that I didn't have. I am a pushover because of that, because I want them to be happy.
You're a big pushover.
You need to calm down. It's bedtime. It's supposed to be getting quiet time and calm down for bed. You guys, we have to calm down. It's time to calm down.
I mean, nothing much is happening here, is it? Who's stepping up?
This is bullcrap. You and I are going to have it out here in about 5 seconds. You were trying to give me crap.
Gone from one extreme to the next.
A lot of times I'll be
I hate his little soul patch thing. I want to shave it. I know that's the only hair he has left, but I just want to get a razor in the middle of the night and get rid of it. And then wake him up and say, "You're welcome."
way too overly excessive with the kids because half the time when I come home tired, the kids are kind of out of control and running the show. Give me your phone. Yes, you did. You're acting like a dork right now.
100%.
Give me your
It's
phone.
scary.
I don't like that I've turned into this jerk. Stop.
Oh, wow.
You know what? Give me your
Broke his
phone.
neck.
Give me your phone. I don't feel like the kids really respect each other, let alone us.
I hid the phone from her and she found it.
Oh, man, what a legendary phone.
Let alone us.
I hid the
That was a legendary phone. I don't know if that was LG. That was a classic 2007 cell phone.
phone from her and she found it.
Get off of me, lady.
You know what? Stop
Lady.
arguing with me. I'm your mom.
You just called his mom lady?
Oh, everyone's fed up here, aren't they? I mean, let's face it.
I'm on the brink of letting them just do whatever
Giving
they want.
up?
Giving up.
This is the critical time because you're kind of getting to the point of no return as the kids start moving into teenage
I
years.
think it is, Amanda.
Cheers.
If this doesn't work,
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. I don't know if they need to turn on the AC. They're definitely in Arizona. Look at them pits. Probably smells like onions in that house. There's a lot of sweat right there. But it is Arizona. It's 135 degrees probably, so even if there's air conditioning. Oh, it is the NV2. You're right, Poisonous. It is the NV2. Yep. It absolutely is. Oh, here's Sasha, the morality police. Woo, woo, woo.
Supernanny, we need your help.
Oh dear, we've got some work to do, right? Dad, keep
I'm
a
on my
lid
way.
that temper. And Mum, get ready, because we're about to do some work. I'll see you both soon.
She did not. I guess she's not on her way.
Hello.
Joe.
Oh, she's got braces. Wow.
Hi, pleased to meet you. How are you? Can I come in?
When Joe first arrived, of course, I was a little intimidated. She's very knowledgeable, very professional.
Very pretty.
Avery.
Hiya, pleased to meet you.
I'm Kendall.
Hi, Kendall. Joe, you all right?
Kesley.
Hi, Kesley. Pleased to meet you. When I first walked in to meet the Miller family, I was received by a huge clan. And then very quickly, they went off, and I saw what it was like raising 6 kids day in and day out.
Hey,
Sugar is better for you.
Let's try a sippy and see what happens.
yeah, clan wasn't the greatest word to use there. I think maybe we could have used a different grouping of words there. What's up, Dana?
The first thing that I noticed was Avery asking for a bottle,
Look, honey, look.
and Mum didn't stick to her guns at all.
One sip and then we'll give you the bottle. Here, take it.
Why does that kid sound like she smoked 1,000 cigarettes? I want a bottle. What is she on Newports?
Come on. If I give you the bottle right now, will you try this later? I'll give you a bottle if you try this later. You're going to try it later.
She's smoking.
Okay.
Sounds like a duck. She does.
When Mum gave in to Avery, I thought, what a pushover.
What are they selling? Chocolates?
And our kids know it. Mum and Dad had their hands full, so I decided to look around the house. We've got a sodden diaper.
No. Oh, just poop-filled diapers just in bedrooms is nasty work. Get a diaper genie.
There. And I realised they're not organised at all. You walk
Nasty.
through every room, there's just clothes everywhere, over every piece of furniture. Seriously, it might as well be coming out of the walls.
This is the game room.
Game room looks more like a laundry room at the moment, Ainsley. There's no system in place at all. You can't have this many kids and not have a system in place. What's this?
That used to be one of our chore charts.
Okay, so they at least had something. I'll give them credit for that. That's what I'm saying. I know most of the families that are on the show when Joe does these like charts and things, you know they stop doing this after a month. And then the TV crew comes back and then they're like, "Oop, let's fill out the charts again." There's no chance that 6 months down the line they're filling out daily charts and daily things. I don't believe it.
They had different chores that they had to do.
A for effort.
From what I gather, this family have tried a whole heap of charts and none of them have worked. I mean, come on. Really, we're looking at two parents that haven't worked, right?
Uh-oh.
If mum and dad were having a problem with sticking to a chore chart, then what hope did they have with following through with discipline?
That's my homework.
She was working on it first, honey. I think you need to give it back.
Brandon, that's my
You know what? If you're gonna treat it
Like
nice.
me trying to keep a calendar. Do you guys remember when they used to be really popular? They were like these thick calendars, and then you would just tear off a page every day, and it would say the date and then like some random facts or whatever. I used to love those, but then I would forget, and it would be like November 3rd, and then my calendar would say like August 8th, and I would just rip all the pages off when I would remember. So it kind of defeated the purpose. I don't know what happened to those. I guess they're a waste of paper probably, but those used to be very popular. It'd be like facts and random things on there. What's up, Truth?
Landon.
It's my homework.
Landon, you're not the dad or the mother.
Mum was letting the kids run riot.
Yeah, the teachers
she
had 'em,
no
yep.
control whatsoever.
I'm not going to fight you for the page. Ainsley, this is Landon's room. Why don't we ask if he can come in his room first? You don't need to wrestle her down, Landon. Okay, Mommy will take care of it. Landon, stop being the dad.
Here, I'll close my door.
Mum's telling Landon not to be the dad and that she can take care of it, but quite clearly she's shown the kids that she doesn't take care
Landon
of
might
it.
have to be the dad. Let's go, Annalise. Good for you. Congrats.
What is so hard with you loading the dishwasher?
Since Mum does nothing when it
Which its mom does nothing. It's crazy.
comes to discipline, it always ends up in Dad's lap. And sometimes he goes overboard.
He throws the kids off the roof.
Go over there and at least start it. Go at least start it. Go sit down and try. The kids get on my nerves pretty quickly. Go look at your bed. Why are your clothes on your bed? I asked you to put them away. You get to a point of exasperation where you want your kids to listen to you. Come on.
What's up,
I
Bill?
need you to come upstairs. And they don't, and you tell them again, and they don't, and again and again. What do you mean you don't care? Are you gonna talk to me like that? We're done. We're done.
You're done.
There are moments when you can let it get to you. You think this is funny?
Yet another beautiful house, though. That's the requirement to be on this show. You have to have a gigantic mansion. I think Joe says, I don't want to go to these peasant homes. I want 5-bedroom minimums because every house is nice.
Kesley, lately with the teenage thing going on,
What's the teenage thing?
major thing is the texting
Right.
because it's all the time.
I had quite a frank conversation with Mum later on in the day about Kesley. I don't think it's the fact that her daughter texts. I think she's worried who she's texting.
She's so sidetracked with it. She's so boy crazy. She's texting 3 boys at one time that
Whoa!
like
She a player.
her. But sometimes I worry, like with the boy stuff.
What is it what you're actually really worried about with this boy thing?
Well, I'm afraid of them
Getting in with the
Getting
boys.
in trouble.
Going over the edge.
going over the edge. Yeah.
Clearly, Mum and Dad have got a problem with giving Kesley some freedom. And I wanted to see what she thought about it. What are the things that you would like to do?
I never get to hang out with my friends, like, ever.
And if
I expected her. She sounds like she's 30 years old. I did not expect that.
they specified reasons why,
Not really.
have you broke their trust?
I don't know, I haven't done anything that I know of.
Right. Have you earned their trust?
Mm-hmm.
In what ways?
I don't know, I'm a straight A student, and
Okay.
I'm always helping out.
When our mom and dad go on a trip, she'll have to babysit.
I miss Tokyo
My
Kid.
mom went to Hawaii, and my dad was at work one whole week, and I had to stay home and watch
And
and babysit.
So she went on holiday. She left for you with all
She's like, bye, everybody. I'm going to Hawaii. You're on your own. You get to babysit 5 children.
the kids to look after during the day.
My dad will be here during the day, but then right when I get home from school, he'll
I'm
leave
going to
go
Maui.
work. And then I'll just have to babysit everyone until the next morning.
So you have them overnight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite dumbfounded that this young teenager
Is that her bedroom? There's no way this is her bedroom, right? She's probably just in her sister's room.
has been given the responsibility to look after her younger siblings overnight. Yet this is the
Over.
same young girl
Hand
who
attack.
can't go to the movies and be dropped off at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
How old is she? I think she's 13, right? 14? I don't know, something like that.
Tell everyone it's time to eat. Girls, can you go put this? Can you go get everybody and tell them it's time for dinner?
Landon, come here and stop walking in circles. Help me pick what you want.
You guys, come on.
When dinner's going to be served, the kids
Oh,
gather
she's
together
15?
for prayers.
Yeah, that butter spray. That stuff is nasty. It's not real butter, by the way.
Who's gonna say prayer?
Maxie.
It's Marin's turn. You said it yesterday.
And then it's mayhem.
No cursing for 5 minutes on this episode. Not easy.
It's
Oh
been up
my
in the
gosh,
room
we
for
are
2
not gonna
days.
fight over who's gonna say the prayer.
Landon, stop getting physical, and he just pinched her, David.
Wait, this is.
She's texting her friends, I'm miserable. I hate this. This family makes me want to murder people.
Kind of overload right now. Can you hold on just a second? Landon. Landon, let go.
We're having waffles for dinner? Oh my god, that's like a dream when I was a kid. Bro, waffles for dinner as a kid is like hitting the lottery. They all sound
Landon,
like
you're being
smokers.
a little brat right now. Let's go.
I got a butterfly, Daddy.
No, the deal is after dinner. Mm-hmm. No coloring until you're done with your dinner.
Where is
Come on.
those coloring pages? Bad waffle.
No, stop.
Bad waffle.
Sit down and eat your dinner.
What's Michelle doing?
She was printing off some stuff for them to color.
They want the kids to sit down and have dinner, and yet Mum's on the computer.
Mom's on AOL chat rooms right now. That is a very large computer monitor, by the way. That thing is wide.
Making all of these printouts for the kids to colour in, and Dad's banging his head on a brick wall to try and get the kids to sit down and eat. I'm a little bit confused.
updating her
here.
top
How does it
friends.
work? You doing the pictures
Oh, the Phillies are winning,
and trying to
1-0.
get them at the table to sit down and eat before doing the colouring.
I guess I wasn't thinking. Ainsley was done eating, and so we came
No,
in here.
Ainsley's
and
still
then-
eating.
So, see, I didn't know that. And Landon just ended up following in.
Hey, Paulina.
So that's what's going on. I usually, yeah. So it's
What's
just
wrong with the
crazy.
mom? I don't know if the mom really understands parenting. I think this is a very classic tale of the mom just wants to be friends with her kids and wants to be the cool mom. And it shows that just because you have 6 children doesn't mean that you know what you're doing.
I guess it didn't work out.
If Mum is to remain on task, then she needs to stop being sidetracked by her kids and focus more. Can I say goodbye to you all as a family and just say I look forward to having a family meeting with the pair of you so that we can knuckle down and talk
Knuckle
about what we need to
down.
do, yeah?
Okay.
All right, kids, I'll see you all tomorrow.
I get the feeling that my wife and I are going to be crucified tomorrow.
You sure are, buddy.
Both these parents are going to really
Momo.
need to step up because up until now, I've just had excuses and I'm not accepting excuses.
She kind of has a little bit of beef with this family. Joe's mad at this family. Beautiful, though. Look at this neighborhood. This looks like a painting. First of all, that looks like a volcano. Am I crazy? Why does it look like a volcano? It'd be so scary to live near a volcano. What a beautiful neighborhood, though. The clouds look fake. Everything looks so fake. What's up, Ocean? How are you? And guess what we have? The classic crooked table runner middle cloth with the classic fake wooden apples and rubber grapes. Shocker. Shocking, shocking stuff.
So let's talk about discipline. I'll say that again, discipline.
Thank you, Mom. I appreciate that.
Okay,
Let's go. Shout
where
out to your
is it?
friend.
We don't really have, we both just.
Rubber grapes taste gross. Well, shocking.
Decided.
1 minute's one thing and the next it's something other.
Right.
The pair of you together have not established what's appropriate discipline for our 13-year-old, what's appropriate discipline for our toddlers and those in between. You haven't discussed that together.
Not really.
We
So-
haven't discussed
Take it
much of
off.
anything. When now that I'm listening to you.
I mean, what happened? The two of you met, you decided you were going to marry and have 6 kids, and then you stopped talking. Like, what happened?
Joe is mad. They're laughing. Joe's like, I'm not laughing.
It's crazy. So who gives the warnings in the house?
Well, it depends. If you call her warning, I'm gonna call Dad. You know, that's about it.
If you're prepared to be somebody who's going to pass the buck on to Dad, then you're basically saying that what you have to say and your empty threats ain't worth nothing. And then guess who becomes bad cop? And is that fair?
It's not fair.
And then that puts you in a situation where you lose your cool and then you start to shout and yell, and then the kids only respond to when you shout and you yell.
Yeah. Just a big ogre.
Let's talk
I'm just a big ogre. Did he invent Shrek? When did this come out?
about Kesley. I heard you both say, well, we trust Kesley, but your actions don't show that you really trust her. How is it okay for your 13-year-old to look after her younger siblings overnight while you're working night shift and you're off in another state? How is that okay? Yet to drop her off at a movie at 3 in the afternoon with a couple of friends and then pick her up is not acceptable.
Joe is eating them like a buffet right now. I love it. They're looking at each other like, yeah, we suck, don't we?
When you show Kesley that you don't trust her, what do you think it does for her?
It decreases her self-esteem.
Yeah, ding, ding, ding.
Makes sense.
You hold them so tight, you love
Sydney?
them, you end up losing them because they fight to get away.
The looser the hand, the tighter the grip.
Right.
Preach.
Let's talk about house chores. These kids have got so much leeway between the pair of you. Why would they do it? Why would they do it when good old mum will just clean it all up, take care of it, and eventually get it done? Why? They don't have to.
I know you're right.
But you're teaching them to be lazy. And you've got a big enough family where you can put, you know, systems in place where more hands, the merrier.
Yeah.
You've got to change the way you think, your mindset, and your actions that follow.
Joe looks really good this episode. Can we just say that?
And I can help you do that, but how badly do you want it?
It's my #1 priority right now.
Yourself, David?
More than anything.
Okay. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you
What's
that
up,
it's going to
Jerica?
be easy, because it's not. It's going to be challenging. But you know what you're going to do? You're going to push through it together. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
How'd they end up together? I agree. They do seem like a very boring couple, but some couples are just boring. At least they look like they care. I'll give them that. It's not like one of the... That is definitely a volcano, by the way. I mean, it has to be. It has to be. Alex, thank you for the back-to-back Prime. You are truly a star. Thank you so much for using your Prime on ya boy. It's a volcano. Yep. It is. It's an anthill? No, that's an Uncle Hill.
It certainly is important for these kids to be taking on responsibilities in the house and all mucking in to do their bits.
I don't know if you're watching this on YouTube, you can't see, but when I say something like that, like I make a joke, the chat legitimately erupts in laughter. I don't put the chat on the screen because it can be a little bit distracting, but just know if you're watching on YouTube, whenever I make those jokes and do this, the inside joke is the chat just loses their mind. It is insane. So that's why I'm always looking at the chat. Sarah, thank you for the follow, but they're going completely crazy, and it just makes me feel good. Makes me feel like I'm doing something right.
So I'm going to present them with a chore buddy system. There are chores here that I think realistically, Kendall, Langdon, Kesley and Merrin, you're more than capable of being able to do. I concentrated on the 4 oldest children because Avery's 3 years old, so a little bit too young, and Ainsley's
young to be
5
smoking
years old, so
cigarettes.
she can help out every now and then. You have been divided
Thank
into
you so much,
2
Ocean.
teams.
All right, we got chore buddies. Kendall and Landon versus Kelsey and Marin. This is a good idea. I like this.
Purple team is Kendall and Langdon. Let's hear it for the purple team. All right. And Kesley and Marin are the green team.
What are the odds I
Let's
win,
hear
Rossi? What
it
does that mean?
For the green team, you're going to be wearing the bracelet with your colours.
Wins what?
Catch. Mum and Dad are going to place this board up so that
Board?
everybody can see it. All right, guys. So team purple and green.
I don't know if it's just me, but when I was younger, I used to love vacuuming. And I feel like I'm in the very small minority that liked vacuuming. I enjoyed it. I liked seeing things get clean. I was stoked. It was exciting to me. When I would hear all the noises in the vacuum, and I'd be like, it's really working. It's really doing its thing. I still love it. You know, I kind of do too, to be honest. I just feel bad because my dog doesn't like the noise, so I feel bad. But I just like something getting clean.
Take a look at your board, have a look at what you got, and let's get busy.
I've been binging YouTube channel. Happy to be on stream. Let's go. Thank you so much, Fanged. I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. We've had so many first-time chatters the last couple weeks. I really appreciate everybody coming on over, saying what's up. I appreciate it a lot. Vacuums are the vacuum crackle. Exactly.
Really
Oh, it's so
fired up
good.
about
One day I'm gonna make a big boy purchase, and I'm gonna buy a Dyson for myself. I just always wanted one. But I know one thing. I hear those things really suck.
Doing chores, and then Landon started to lose heart.
Are you gonna help?
What I want is a new chore buddy because I see my sister Mary and Kesley work together. They get the job done
That was your best one. Thank you, Brookie.
really quick, unlike me.
You're on a team, Landon. Get off the horse
I had
and
to be
full
stuck
forward.
with that. I had to be stuck with him. See? I had to be stuck with him. He's not even gonna do any work. He's
She's
stuck with
doing chores while Landon is riding a horse. That is very funny.
someone else.
Landon, get off the horse.
Shark is so much better than... Is it actually? I'd be down to get a Shark vacuum too. I know they're both really nice. I just want a really nice cordless vacuum, to be honest. Brian loves reading chat. Thank you, Miliano.
You
All right,
know
I'll look
what?
into
I'll
that.
tell you why. Because you're going to get in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Landon, get over here. Landon.
Landon is
I'm
literally
not
on
even
his high
playing
horse.
this game with you right now. This is your chore time.
Something rather than dumb clones.
Landon, you know what? This is what was...
They gotta have a different job.
I felt that Dad wouldn't know how to speak to Landon appropriately and would make things worse.
I'm
So
not
I
using
stepped up to
cordless.
show
I
Dad
feel like I'm in the
how to handle Landon in
1900s
this
still.
situation. Everybody's got their responsibilities. Dad's got a list of things
I
he
need to
needs
step
do.
up. I need a
Mum
better
has list of
vacuum.
things that she
Also,
needs to
I've
do.
been waiting to try to remember who the dad reminds me of. And I just found out. And okay, there's this guy called Ike's. He has a sandwich thing called Ike's Sandwiches. And he has like a very similar soul patch. That's my boy Ike right there. He looks like Ike. Ike's, if you ever had their sandwiches though, super good. Super good. Oop, Phillies are winning 2-0 and they have first and third. Okay, this would be a good win. Sorry.
Do every day. Don't dig your heels in
They are expensive.
and
right.
refuse to do it. Let's get it done so that the two of you can get a lot of
It
work
might be
done
the same
here.
person.
This is about all of us doing things together.
Make it the Ike way.
And if
yes.
you don't choose to do the chores
My
together
ankle leg
with
better.
Kendall, then you're actually
Yeah,
going
it
to be
still
losing out
honestly
on doing
hurts
things
a
that the rest
little
of the
bit,
family are going
but
to be doing.
it's fine. There you go. Get
Sure
on up,
enough, the
Landon.
calm, rational approach to Landon worked. And he was very motivated when he realised that he may lose a few privileges along the way.
There we go. Look at this. They have a small army of children. They might as well use the chores to their advantage here.
It's from working as a team and doing their chores.
All right, Juniper, I
Not
appreciate
only
you.
is it helping me
Thanks
because
for
I
coming
don't have
by.
to do it and I don't have to fight with them to do it, but it gives them all a sense of accomplishment. It was a total stress off my back.
One reason Dad blows his top a lot is because Mum never does discipline, and then Dad
you,
always
Michelle.
feels like the bad cop. So I wanted to show them both how to do a timeout properly. Okay, and explain again for a second time why they're now in timeout. It wasn't long before Landon put Mum to the test, but she was far too patient with all his shenanigans.
If you're not going to listen to me, I'm giving you a warning right now with your outburst about this. Off the counter. Landon. No, I'm giving you a warning.
Landon's a little brat. I'm just gonna say it right now, and I'm not talking about the Charlie XCX type of brat, like an actual brat.
If you don't get off the counter. Landon, do not scream.
She didn't really want to put Landon into timeout. I really had to force this issue for her to recognise the importance of following through with Landon. When he does,
We're trying to convince my mom to get a Dyson.
No.
The robot. Okay, I've heard that. The robot vacuums break a lot. I know JC spent a decent amount of money on a Zumba or Roomba. That thing, honestly, sucked. I'm not a funny joke there. I'm just saying, like, it wasn't. It just like always broke, and it always got lost. It would get stuck on in my bed, on the bottom of my bed. It was, yeah, I didn't like it.
I'm being disrespectful. How many excuses can you give him before you decide, right, I'm going to give him a timeout?
Okay. You need to go in timeout right now.
Explain why. Explain why.
And they're like $800.
You've been
Crazy.
misbehaving. I've given you your warning, and now it's time for you to be in timeout.
Landon gave her a run for her money because he kept getting up from that timeout.
The timer doesn't start until you are in timeout.
Mum, you're talking too much.
It was horrible for me, and I felt like it was never ending, and he was playing games with me. I felt like just saying, the heck with it. I can't do this. I tried so hard not to cry. And even right now, it was tough.
Wait until he goes out. Ignore him. Don't have to act upon it. It's not cat and mouse.
So she's like, let him sit there. He's in a spot where he's going to play cat and mouse with you forever. So I went and sat down, gave a few minutes, and then he came over the table and sat by me like he wanted me to get up and chase him, and I didn't.
There's only one person who's in control and charge here, and that's you. And he needs to know that. So it means you need to feel it.
She's
Very
never. I don't think she's ever disciplined her kids. I'm sorry that I paused on her like that. That's not what I was trying to go for there.
You walk over to him and you're going to say to him, you need to
Ooh,
be...
random. Did anyone I used to call them roly-polies. Did anyone used to get ham, put like a little mayo on it, and then cheese, put a little mayo on it, or mustard, sorry, and then roll them up and then eat them? Did anyone ever do that? Because that's kind of reminding me. I used to make those and think that I was Gordon Ramsay. I would just roll ham and cheese with a little bit of mayo and mustard. Oh, they were... And I'm telling you, don't knock it till you try it. I'm telling you, I know it sounds terrible. We called them pinwheels. That's probably the better name. I called them roly-polies. Oh, 4-0. Oh, that's a good update. Very good. Because the Braves lost tonight. Good stuff. Didn't update for me, but Ryan eats bugs. I mean, roly-polies are bugs. That's true.
In timeout right now. If you do not
Bus. That's a lot of metal, Tori.
listen to me, trust me, you will be going to bed early tonight. And you got to mean what you say.
Landon, you are going to go into timeout right now.
Landon's laughing at her.
Tonight,
He
you're
don't
gonna
think
go
that.
to
He
bed
doesn't
very,
care.
very early.
Landon was still being very resistant, but in the end, he went back to that timeout spot and he did his time.
There you go.
I was amazed. I didn't think he was going to do it. I honestly didn't think he was going to do it.
In the end, the timeout got done, but Mum's still a little bit ropey when it comes to handling
Do you
the
know what
technique.
pierogies are? Yes. If you don't know what a pierogi is, you are missing out. Because I eat them for dinner at least once a week. They're so good. They're so good. Mrs. T's. You ever see Mrs. T's at like Target or Walmart? I'm telling you, just buy them. And you just pan fry them for like 5 minutes each side.
There's still more work to be done.
Boy, are they good.
With Mum now learning how to be more firm, I wanted to teach Dad how to
Them at
be a lot
Dollar
softer
Tree?
in his approach.
I would be
with
scared to eat
children.
them at Dollar Tree.
However, Kendall did something that pushed Dad over the edge.
What? Hey!
Sorry.
Damn, she hit her in the face hard. Oh, shoot.
Pushed Dad over the edge.
Look how hard she hits her.
What? Hey!
Sorry. It's live. She said no.
You know what? Give me the damn ball. Go to your room. Go to your room.
That was messed up.
You
The
don't do
bucket on
stuff
Love
like
Island.
that.
It is.
That was really stupid.
Oh, that was really bratty.
This is freaking ridiculous.
I followed Dad upstairs and I was shocked at how he handled this situation.
Now, what was that all about? And you totally smash her in the face with a ball and make her hit her head. Sit down.
Uh-oh.
Now, that was just a crappy thing to do. Why would you hit your sister like that? Why?
I don't know, because
Why would you?
Of course, Lamb pulls my hair for no reason. You don't care.
You guys are sitting there fighting. I pulled you both apart.
You didn't bring him up to his room. He did for no reason.
You know what? You have to admit what you did was worse. And you hurt your sister. There was no apology, no nothing. You did it like you didn't even care.
Lan said not sorry either.
We will deal with that.
I love when Joe is lurking. It's my favorite thing she does when she just hides behind door walls.
We will deal with him. And right now I'm dealing with you. I don't like this smartass attitude.
And
Damn.
then Kendall started to become very emotional because Dad was coming down so hard on her.
I think you need to apologize to Marin. I'll give you 5 minutes, okay?
Look at Joe in the back. It's so funny. Oh, it's so unbelievably funny watching her do that. What's up, Carbon? Joe's like, I heard that right. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Okay? All right.
I didn't know it, but Joe was standing just outside the doorway
Oh,
while I was yelling at Kendall.
well, you're about to find out.
What happened?
I have no idea.
I realized at that point that I didn't know how to talk to my kids without yelling.
That's not good. You always tell the truth. Thank you, Michigan.
After Kendall hit Marin in the face with a ball, Dad completely lost it with Kendall.
I don't like this smartass attitude.
So I gave him an example of how he should have spoke to her. You're gonna stand right here. I really need to talk to you right now.
At first, I was like, oh, great, Joe's gonna talk to me now.
I'm really not happy.
Now the dad is lurking in the background. I mean, man, he's got such a shiny head. That is like a cue ball.
With the way that you just behaved downstairs. And I actually felt very angry as well by what you did.
But then she was not yelling. She was talking really in a calm voice.
When you do something like that, you've got to think about what that will do to somebody else. Because that kind of behaviour hurts somebody else, right?
Yes.
Oh,
When your dad's feeling angry with what he's seen, what do you think he could do that would help you feel that you could talk
doesn't your dad look like Ike the sandwich guy?
to him like you're talking to me right now?
And if you're upset at your father, just say, "Oh, shut up, Baldy."
Like, if he doesn't yell at me that much and he talks to me normal,
Right. You mean like you and I having a conversation now?
yeah, like that. He doesn't do that, he yells.
And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel pretty sad. Like, he doesn't really like me, that he likes everybody else better because he usually talks to them and yells at me.
I do think you owe somebody an apology, and who do you think that person may be?
Marin.
Yeah. All right. Let me see better, okay? Let me you see better? He saw the difference straight away, and he realised that what was important was for him to have more self-discipline over his temper and to respond to situations that happen with the kids rather than to react and fly off the handle. But I still wanted to make one more point with Dad. If you open up, they'll open up. Otherwise, they're not going to come to you for anything. They're going to be worried about how you're going to react. Don't you, as a father, want to be able to connect with your girls on some level?
I do.
You lay down a very important foundation for these.
Ugh, I just continue on wanting to shave his facial hair.
Girls, because
The new season of Catfish, you should use, what is that lyric? It started. What are those? What did you say?
first male role model in their life is you. And if their dad doesn't give them attention, and if their dad doesn't make them feel special, guess what?
They'll look for someone who does.
Oh, then that's a fact. So what's the first step in fixing this?
It's blocking it. Yeah, whisper it to Sammy so we know.
Show your kid by example. Showing your emotions and your soft side. It's not a weakness. It's a strength. And you're about to learn that.
Okay.
Dad knew what he needed to do now, but could he reconnect with Kendall? That was the question.
Can you come talk to me for a bit? Please?
You won't yell at me.
I'm not gonna yell at you.
Yeah, she's like, you're gonna yell at me? He probably yells a lot.
I was really wrong in the way I treated you. I'm sorry for getting mad. I know I yelled way too much. You did make me really angry with the way that you treated Marin. And I was really disappointed. And you just kind of surprised me. But I'm sorry. You know I love you. Can I have a hug?
After he said,
Yeah, you shaved that stupid soul patch.
sorry for yelling at me, I felt pretty happy.
I love you, honey. And I'm sorry for yelling at you. Okay?
Okay.
I thought I was a great dad, but listening to my daughter tell Joe that she was afraid of me. No child should ever be afraid of their parents.
Well, it's nice to see a sincere dad, though.
I love you. Okay?
I think that he's being sincere there. He actually does sound pretty upset at himself.
Dad has resolved issues with Kendall, but Mum and Dad still have a trust issue when it comes to dealing with their 13-year-old daughter, Kesley. So I took all three of
He
them
might be the only person in the entire world named Kesley.
aside and asked Kesley to be honest about how she was feeling.
Well, sometimes I feel like you guys don't trust me when I go out with friends to, like, not just friends' houses, but, like, bigger places, like the mall and
Project X parties.
stuff. Because at the mall, I've never been able to go off by myself.
Okay, well, we can change that. If your homework's done and you've done your chores, we have no problem letting you go out to the mall with your friends.
You're asking your parents
You have to go to the mall when you're 13. Like, you just have to. Like, it's just a part of life.
more. So what can you
I used to get dropped off at the mall. I'd stay there for 4 hours. I don't even know what we did. But we just were there.
do come to the
a
table
rite of
with so
passage.
that they can hold you to a promise as well?
I'll set aside an hour of my day of studying.
Okay, that's good. That's a commitment.
I'm willing to let you do these things. Don't blow it.
What is it that you're fearful of?
I'd still really kind of be. Don't blow it. I have to pee. Enjoy the raffles. Happy Wednesday to my East Coasters. it back. Damn, Sammy's going in overdrive. What's up, Mystic? Also, random question to the chat. There's a bunch of cats in my neighborhood, and I'm trying to become friends with all of them. Is this a good brand? Have you ever heard of this brand for cat treats? I'm trying to give all the cats treats so they show up to my place. Shake-ups, crustacean, celebration, lobster, crab, and shrimp flavor. Yes, they're great. No, they're very bad. All right. That sounds good to me.
Just letting go.
The fear comes from Kesley being robbed of what?
Not the healthiest. That's fair. I won't give them a lot, but I do want to give them some. I just really like the cat on the front. He looks funny. Take a bite. No, I'm not doing that again.
Her virginity. Her innocence.
Wait, what did he just say? Hold on. What did he just say about his 13-year-old daughter? Hold on. Hold on one just a second.
The fear comes from Kesley being robbed of what?
Her virginity.
That's pretty freaking weird to say that. It's pretty weird. She's 13. You're a dad. That's very weird to say that out loud in front of her.
Her innocence.
Innocence could have been a good word to use first.
You know,
Kesley's there.
Kesley.
This is a really awkward conversation.
Hi.
we're willing to kind of cut the strings a little bit. And it's hard. Because I love you. Mom and I love you.
It was very emotional seeing David open up to his daughter and opening his heart to her, because I don't think he's ever done that. Made Kesley realize my dad really does care.
We want what's best for you. The boy thing is already here. Dad just has to go buy a shotgun. All right.
Jeez, good God. I don't know if Dave's joking that much. He need to put Dave on a list. Now he said two crazy things in a matter of 1 minute.
It's tough to let go. She's my little girl.
I love you, honey.
Love you too.
I love you.
And you don't ever want to have her in a situation that, you know, she's going to get hurt. But
I mean, that's
just want her to
that's
know
fair.
that I'm
That's
there.
a fair
Make
take,
good
I guess.
decisions,
That's all
okay?
right. It's obviously probably easier said than done, but
Okay, so I'm gone for
I'm
several
just gonna go with maybe he worded those things wrong.
days. Whilst
agree,
I'm
Kath.
gone, I would like to know who's going to be doing chore buddies. This family have certainly got some challenges whilst I'm gone for several days. There's no two ways about that. Mum and Dad, discipline. Follow through, follow through, follow through.
The biggest struggle I think I'm going to have once Joe's gone is the tantrums and the timeouts. But I know it's something I need to do. We'll see what happens.
I'd like to see Kesley down at the movies with her friends, drop off, pick up, and having some fun, all right?
I am a little nervous about not having her around, but it's
I think it's so silly though that like the dad is cool with his 13-year-old daughter watching 5 children, but then he's like, I don't know if I'm cool with you seeing Shrek 3 in theaters. I don't know if that's gonna be okay, but you can watch our toddler, our living, breathing child.
It's a learning curve, and I'm here to learn.
It's certainly going to be a challenge for Dad to keep himself on an even keel and to control that temper.
Supernanny. We love Supernanny.
Hello.
Hi.
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 I've been away for several days and I am very curious to see how the Miller family have got on. we've certainly had some work to
That's the
get
first
through.
ingredient?
So,
Let's see.
first one we're going to look at here is teen trust.
The first ingredient is chicken byproduct meal, ground corn, and rice, wheat flour, arsenic. No, I'm kidding. And what is the flavor? Lobster, crab, and shrimp. Sounds pretty tasty to me.
Okay, Kesley.
I would eat that if I was a character.
Here's your money. Enough money there to pay for the movies and get something to snack on. Okay, I love you. You guys have a good time. Bye.
Taste test. I'll taste test at 1500.
Okay, how many times did you circle that car park?
I know. I drove pretty slow out of there. I can tell you that
Oh,
much.
you must have. But you did it.
I
You
did.
did do it. And so what happened?
It was great. When she got home, she came in my room and she sat there and talked with me on about her whole night and what happened.
The fact that she come into your room, now that behaviour is so normal. Now, if she
That
goes
is
out,
a
and she
good way
starts
to
go
think of it.
straight
That
into
is
her
weird.
room, that's when you can switch on that little aware button and think, oh, I wonder if they think it's okay. So you can start to read your teenagers and understand, you know, that maybe something's slightly off. So we're going to move on to chore buddies.
I need you to come
Chore
in and start your
buddies.
chores.
I can't actually do my chore right now, Dad, because Landon's eating.
Why don't you pick up now while he's eating, and then he can vacuum, and then you can trade off. Start your chores. Landon just wanting to play with things, and sisters were busy working.
Exactly, and he knows. Don't worry, I'll just sit back a little bit. He's
Thank you
great
so
at
much,
stalling
Sammy.
the situation. Perhaps I'll get to sit back where all my sisters do all the work. God, I guess he's trying to find himself a girlfriend and a wife like that at the end of the day as well,
You're
right?
welcome, I
Okay, we
guess.
need him as a 21st century man. What we can do is encourage Kendall to do her bit
That's stupid.
and say leave the rest because Landon will have to do his share.
Oh, man, that's
And
funny.
then you can say to Landon, look, if you're going to do this with your sister at the same time, or you're going to end up having to do it 20 minutes later. Because at the moment, we've got him sitting on his hiney thinking that he's going to get away with doing it and his sister's going to pick up the pieces.
Right.
So we're going to move straight on to mum discipline here.
Maren, look at me. Touch that one more time. This is your warning. I will put you to bed early tonight.
Thank you, Jerica.
She touched it.
Okay, that's it. You're gonna go to bed early. You're going to bed when the babies go to bed at 7:30. Maren, look me in the face.
I'm having it.
Give me the remote right now.
I'm playing.
When you
Right
post
now.
the streams on
I'm
YouTube,
playing.
I'll probably have this up by Thursday. The problem is sometimes, Lyric, the videos get blocked fully. I don't get ads on any of them, unless it's catfish. But sometimes they block them, or sometimes they just get the ads, which I don't mind, but hopefully they just let me post it.
You are not.
I'm playing.
Look at me.
I'm playing.
Give me the remote right now.
I'm playing.
I'm not gonna wrestle you, Maren. You're gonna hand it to me. No, it's too late for that. Okay, you let go of this right now. Maren, you're gonna go to your room, or you're gonna go to bed early every night this week.
Oh.
Every night this week.
Uh-oh.
The discipline is still in a place where you're fighting.
The Mario Kart
with-
Wii Wheel was iconic. Iconic.
for that authority. When you actually started to fight
Oh, amazing.
for that computer piece that she was holding, you should have very clearly demanded for her to turn around and look. And when she refused to do that, you should have then told her that if she didn't look at you, you were going to turn the computer off.
Okay.
So you're taking control of the situation. You do not need to fight for a steering wheel.
Right.
Because this
Well,
is what
you kinda
happens.
do.
You're so angry with her by this stage.
That's a Hall of Fame game,
that
for sure,
You've
I
then
agree.
given her an unrealistic discipline. You've said, you turn
Oh,
around
here
and
come the
you're going to go
Dodgers.
to
Oh,
bed
boy.
early every day this week because I'm so mad with you
heard
that
myself say
I'm going
that.
to put
I
you
was
to bed
like-
every day. It's Monday when you said this. She'd be lucky if that lasts till Wednesday. And then basically, you've shown your child there and then
Right.
that you didn't mean what you said. We need to concentrate more on our focus, definitely.
Focus, big time focus.
Okay. Let's take a look at Dad's tone.
Get up, eat your lunch.
I don't like hot dogs.
Let go of her hot dog. Are you 3 years old?
Who doesn't like hot
Then
dogs?
stop it. Do not throw food at the table.
What did you just do with your body? Identifying when you're losing it. What did you just do?
Put my head down in my hands.
Your body language speaks absolute volumes. I'm angry because this is happening, and you know what? That's happening. I'm angry. And when you see that, you then go, oh, I need to check myself here. If you're aware of it,
You can change it.
you can change it.
What was that? Why would you do that? No, I told you go up to your room. You're not going to be down here. I did not. I wanted you to show me because you said you were done. You're not. Go back up to your room, finish it. That was rude. Don't ever just slam your books like that. That was kind of dumb. What? What?
Uh-oh. Dave, calm your bald head up.
Wow.
Did he just smack his head? What did he...
What?
Wow.
Sometimes you're losing it and sometimes you're holding it together.
What's up, Noelle?
When you realise you need to vent it out, go out in the backyard and talk to yourself. You make decisions. Am I going to behave like this or am I going to behave like that?
Okay.
And then come back in.
I talk to myself all the time. I have legit podcasts with myself and Cooper. He's my guest every day.
It will help you with your tone. So, we're not done yet. We've still got work to do, as you know.
Always work to do.
Okay, so let's get on and carry on with our work. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you, Joe.
Dad has made a lot of progress, keeping that temper under control. However, would he be able to promise his family that he could do so?
Oh, he's
after
about to
I'm
make
gone?
a vlog.
How can something
What up, YouTube?
so small be so intimidating?
I'll leave you up here.
That's what she said. What did he just say? That's what she said.
I'm gone.
How can something so small be so intimidating?
That's what she said.
I'll leave you up here.
All right.
I realized there's a lot of things I want to tell my family. And there were a lot of things that I probably wish I would have said a long time ago.
Make sure to smash that like.
We're all gathered here today as a family because Dad has done something very special. He gave you all a message. All right, are we all ready?
What's up, Mariah? Why is it?
I'm so glad for this opportunity to see me as you see me. And I can
This feels kind of almost like a horror movie.
tell you that I haven't been very happy with the things that I've seen. I guess the biggest question, is what kind of dad do I want to be? All too often, I'm very quick to jump to conclusions or
He's scared. Look at her.
to allow myself to be.
And she don't care. She just wants to smoke her cigarettes. That's all she cares about. Give me my Newports.
Become angry. And I'm sorry. I love you. Each of you.
He needs a ukulele.
Kesley, how mature and responsible you are. And Kendall, I'm very proud of you. And I'm sorry for butting heads with you all the time.
Marin, go F yourself.
you're my little teddy bear.
Oh.
Landon, I hope that I will have done a good enough job that you will likewise be a good father to your own children and to my little ones, Ainsley and Avery.
Stop smoking so many cigarettes.
You are two of the very best little girls in the whole world, and I'm so proud of how you are growing up. And I would like to tell my wife, I only hope that one day soon I
Dimitri!
can become that husband.
Thank you, my friend. Good to
that
see you. Thanks for the
have
9
always
primes.
deserved.
I appreciate that very much, my friend.
I love you all.
Before I end stream, I'm gonna say every single name that Miss Tokyo King gifted subs to, and there's 50 of them. Don't you worry, I will do that. Look at the girl in the corner doing the claw. Thank you, Dimitri. All right, good vlog from Dad. Good YouTuber apology. Good
Any
YouTuber
thoughts on
apology.
what Dad's had to say? Anybody want to comment anything?
thought it sucked.
Soften my heart.
I don't remember how I walked. My dad gave a really, really, really good speech. I was about to cry during the video.
Did you need to hear what he said?
I would give that a thumbs up.
Yeah.
It was quite
I
an
would like and
emotional moment
subscribe.
for the whole family, but it was something I think we really needed to see, that he really does care.
I think you did an absolutely fantastic job. These kids learnt today.
He could have
through
used more jump
example,
cuts, though.
How they too can.
You feel the earthquake? I did. Talk when I did, yeah. I thought my dog, for some reason, bumped into my setup hard as hell. It was really only like 15 seconds. But I did feel the earthquake. If it was a little bit more abrasive, we would have had a good clip. But it didn't happen. Kayla, thank you, Kayla, for the 18 months. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Express their feelings and be okay with whatever emotion they're feeling because their dad did that today.
Yeah.
You know,
My
I've got to
father
take my
left
hat
to
off
become a
him.
full-time YouTuber. That's what I was hoping for, Sammy.
Jojo's going now.
This is just a little bit of love.
Okay, I will say at least the dad is actually genuine. He's not faking his emotions. I usually make fun of the dads for not being emotional. I'm not going to make fun of him.
I'm not fucking leaving.
He's actually emotional, and I at least respect him for that. I do. Carol with the dude, little sub explosion here too. Carol, it's good to see you. No worries, and thank you for the 8 months. I appreciate it. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
I'm not fucking leaving.
What is happening? Y'all want me to just eat more cat treats at this point? Mariana, thank you for the 33. 4 subs in 2 minutes. Thank you so much. Can we get an update? Yeah, let me look that up for you.
Excellent. Look at this.
I can now interact with my kids without having this authoritarian, dictator-like rule over them.
Bye, Cassie.
The best thing with having Jo is that she's been able to help our family with our problems. It's really nice.
Thank you.
It's been such a great experience, and it's given me that hope that my kids are going to listen to me, and I'm going to be able to get through my days and go to bed without all of these overwhelming feelings. Jo has been a major blessing to our family.
Come on, everybody. A big hug.
This family, they have done all the hard work and the preparation to maintain the change that's happened over the last 2 weeks. And for that, I wish them the best of luck.
I need to know what they say at the end of that song.